makes me sound like a horrible person. They're fictional characters. Which is a super sad thing to say. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Charlotte and today we're reading the Daisy Chain Flower Shop. Why do all of these books have the longest names? I keep on mixing them up. I keep on making up new names for these books. But yeah, it's the sixth? It's book number 6 in the Dream Harbor series, and from what I have understood online, but you never know. They keep on changing it. But from it, wait, what? No, it is number 6. From what I understand, it is the last book in the Dream Harbor series. Now, I do have a reading log out on the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I also do have one out on the Christmas Tree Farm, and I think the the Strawberry Patch Pancake House is in like a reading log, and maybe the gingerbread one is as well. But I didn't like the gingerbread one, so we don't really need any a vlog on it. But we're gonna jump on into this one now. If you don't know what the Dream Harbor series is about, it is about a small town called, you guessed it, Dream Harbor. Very good. 10 points to you. This one is about Daisy and it's about Elliott. Daisy is unlucky in love, and the mayor said at a town meeting that he thinks that she is cursed, and because she has a flower shop, one of her big revenues is weddings. 2 of the weddings that she did ended up getting a divorce within a year of getting married, so people just kept on cancelling because they thought she was bad news and was kind of cursing their marriages. And then Elliott, he moved to Dream Harbor because he had a divorce and kind of wanted to get away from everything, probably the hustle and bustle and his strict I don't know anything about his ex-wife. I don't know anything about his ex-wife, but I know that he is divorced. She used to be engaged, but that ended, and that's how she ended up back in town. That is not a spoiler. It's in like legit like the first 2 chapters, okay? So that's not spoilery at all. I do know one of the tropes because one of the tropes shows up also very early on in the book, and that is she ends up telling her ex-fiance that Elliott is her new boyfriend, and that kind of sets the town in this motion that she has met someone, and now she kind of has to fake date Elliott in front of the entire town because she said so. She said that they are dating, so why tell the town that she lied, you know? One of the things that I do really enjoy about the Dream Harbor series is that it is just a cozy book. They are not, in my humble opinion, that spicy, okay? They are not that spicy, but they are just a small town, little drama type of book. People kind of use like the Gilmore Girls term, you know, kind of cozy, small town, everybody knows everyone. And my favorite one is Strawberry Patch Pancake House, and I think that is because that one isn't about the main group. I don't really like the main group that's in like the other ones. And Daisy is best friends with Iris from the Pancake House, which is what we're now going to call it. So I have a feeling that I'm really going to enjoy this one as well, because then I get that dynamic, you know, we're in that friend group instead of that friend group, and I like that friend group better than that friend group. That makes me sound like a horrible person. They're fictional characters. But I digress. I'm going to read like a few chapters, and then I actually have to get ready because Tom and I, if you watched my TikTok video, the like I'm reading 3 popular TikTok books, I'm in the exact same spot. Yeah, because we are going out on a date, and I now have like an hour or so before I need to get like fully ready before we leave. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read my book, and we're going to see where we get at. I might also turn on the audiobook because it's Teddy Hamilton, and I've never heard Teddy Hamilton read a small town romance before. That's going to be a new experience because usually he is the slutty man in a dark romance book. And I say that with all respect, okay? We stand Teddy Hamilton over here. But he is nothing but a slutty man, and we approve. this book, Elliot has a brother named Caleb, and I also have two boys. This made me giggle a little bit because it says, it was no wonder she was worried. Elliot often thought it was a miracle he and his brother had survived. What with Caleb's tendency to do stupid shit like jump off the garage roof onto the neighbor's trampoline, and Elliot's desire to never leave his room. This feels a little bit too real because I also have two boys and they are so different from each other. Love them both to death, do not get me wrong. This is exactly how different it feels to have two boys, at least in my house. My plan today was to just sit and read this. I was like, I can finish this. I don't have anything to do today. But then Tom had plans and I ended up gardening for 3 hours. Against my will. No, well, no, not really. I mean, I did volunteer. I did say that I could help, but I wasn't planning on being in the garden for 3 hours because I don't like it. But anywho, ow, hit myself. I read a little bit over 100 pages, and I think it's a cute book. Do not get me wrong. Like it is fake dating. So far, how far we've gotten into it, they haven't really started the fake dating. They've been planning how they were going to fake date and getting to know each other, and it's giving kind of like insta lovey feels, but at the same time it's not insta lovey because it's made so clear that Elliot has had a crush on her for like a year or so. Don't really know what else to feel about it. I mean, it's very surface level, like all of the other ones. I am enjoying it. I am having fun. It's a lovey-dovey, easy breezy, palate cleanser, small town romance, but I don't think it's going to be much more than that to me. Now, I also saw online that the apple pie ice cream, whatever the frick it's called, that was out in the Netherlands for English Week is now also going to get published for the rest of the world. And there is another one coming. There is book number 7 is coming in this town, and I actually have a little feeling that I know who it's going to be about because you meet some new characters in this one as well. So I was actually thinking to myself, is this the end while I was reading? But they said it was the end, but apparently it's not the end. And before we know it, we have a 10-book interconnected standalone series. Only good thing is that it is interconnected. So you can read the Christmas book if you want to, or you can skip the fake dating ones if that's not for you. You know, you can do all of that. But still, a lot of books. I don't know how they're gonna keep on telling this story again and 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 again. But yeah, that's how far we are. Now we are gonna lay down on the sofa with my dog. He's just off frame here, and we're gonna keep on reading, and we're gonna read as much as we can. And I have a feeling that I'm gonna finish it today or tomorrow, depending on life and kids and Tom and all the fun stuff. That's my update. I'm guilty of reading exactly one chapter, then finishing the off-campus series. So far, the book is going great. Fan-freaking-tastic. But you know what we're going to do? Ignore my hair, first of all, because what the fuck is going on here? Well, I guess we're not going to do what I was thinking about doing, because I don't... No, okay. I was going to put in my headset and do immersive reading, but I can't... Now I don't know where I put my headset. I had it, and now it's gone. Does that mean I have to give up? Because my brain is in like a frantic state. I don't think I can read. Just read. I don't think my brain is going to be quiet enough for it. I could try and find my headset. We're all good. I found them. I was sitting on them. Now it is the next day. My brain just didn't want to read yesterday, and I tried listening to the audiobook, and my brain just didn't want to listen to the audiobook either. So here we are. I am now sat outside. It is sunny, so I need to have my trusty little hat on. But I did read a little bit yesterday, and I did read a little bit today, so I'm a little bit over halfway now. Story-wise, there's not really that much to tell you. I think the MMC is just a genuinely good guy, and I mean that in like not the bad way when they're like, oh my god, I'm a good guy. No, he's a genuinely good guy, kind of golden retriever type of shit. And the FMC, oh my god, it's so windy. Can I do this? And the FMC is just so concerned with her own shit that I don't really think that she is wanting to see or willing to see the MMC's like full potential, which is completely fine. She has a lot of stuff going on, so I get it. Is this lovely Elliot, which is his name, my favorite MMC out of all of them? No. No, he's not. He's not, there's nothing about him that makes him rememberable, I think. I think he's the one that I'm gonna have the hardest out of all of them to like remember and have an opinion on when it's gone a little while. And usually it's Bennett, like from the third book, from the Christmas Tree Farm. I thought there's nothing about him that's kind of rememberable either. But I think Elliot might take the top on it. And Daisy is also, I mean, she's a little bit too pure. I mean, her name is Daisy. She's supposed to be pure like a flower. She's running the flower shop. But she's just a little bit too pure as well. Like there's none of them has a hint of chaotic to them. So I don't know. It's just a little bit too pure. There's not really that much more to say. The story is very hallmarky. You learn more about the town. You learn more about at least her family history, which is fun per se. It's a nice twist on it because you've already learned so much if you read the entire series. You kind of already learned a lot about the town. But I'm kind of over it. That's the thing. I'm over all of the same nosy people, this, I don't know, Hallmark Gilmore Girls type of shit. I'm just kind of over it. I need someone new to just come in and fuck shit up. That might be on my reading taste though, like my reading palette, if you want to call it that, has evolved and changed since I started this series. But I do feel like if I met these characters in a different town with different side characters, I would feel a little bit different. I'm just a little bit over Dream Harbor. Like Dream Harbor has had its time to shine, and I feel like it's like the star is kind of dying. That's my humble opinion. Now I might change my mind that I've just read a scene from the festival. There's a festival in every single book, I feel. Isn't there? I think so. I've just read part of the festival scene. I think it's going to keep on when I keep on reading afterwards. I need a sweater though because it's starting to get very windy. And I have to say that yes, I am enjoying it. It is funny. The situations do have me laughing, giggling. I do want to keep on reading because I want to see where this ends. But at the same time, I have a feeling that when I stop reading because we need to go out and do everything, get everything ready for tomorrow because tomorrow is our national day, I have a feeling that I'm not going to be eager picking it back up when I get back home if I don't finish it before I go out. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, I think this MMC is going to be the least memorable out of all of them for me. I find him to be just a tiny little bit boring. It's almost like he's so content in being a loner he just latches on when someone gives him attention. Very ADHD of him, by the way, that he doesn't really give it, like he doesn't really he doesn't give off the energy that he has built his own life in a way. He has always just been like a silent side character, and even in the book they point out, they're like, have you been here for this long? Like, where have you been? Like, he has done nothing to make friends or like leave a lasting impression of himself. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm sitting with him when I'm reading the book now. I don't feel like he's going to leave a lasting impression on me, and I don't think Daisy is either going to leave a lasting impression in me. We're going to keep on reading. I'm going to get a sweater and we're going to keep on reading. And I'm so sorry if you guys hear the cars and everything. I am sitting outside. There is a road not far from us, and it is a Saturday, so it is kind of trafficy. But I'm going to keep on reading, and I think I'm going to update you guys when I am done with the book. Okay, so last time we spoke, I said that Elliot wasn't very rememberable, and I am sad to say that now that I'm done with the book, still not that rememberable. I think what they're kind of going for is that he is, in the best meaning of the in the best meaning of the word, normal. He is just plain ass normal. Nothing wrong with being normal. You know, you do you, bestie. I am just like every other girl, so I shouldn't say anything. But he's not rememberable. There's nothing about him that is particularly rememberable. And I also think that there's not really much about Daisy that is rememberable, but I think that's kind of the thing as well with all of these books. There's nothing special about any of them. They are just plain old simple palette cleansers, which is completely fine. Did I have a fun time reading it? Yes, I did. I'm happy I read it. It's a sweet, cute little palette cleanser story. Will I read it again? Most likely not. This isn't a series I see myself going back reading ever, which is a super sad thing to say. I ended up giving it 3 stars. Like I said, a fun time. I do recommend reading it if you do like those small town, Hallmark-esque type of things. You also get a tidbit for who the next book is going to be about. And I don't know, now that we're this far into the book, right? We're on book number 6 now. That's not including the novella, that is the apple pie, ice cream, whatever the frick it's called. This is book number 6. And now that we're going into book number 7 in the same series, it's not even people that live in town anymore. Like, they have to keep on getting people from the outside to fall in love in this little town because they're there for work for a little bit, or they're visiting family, or they're doing this, or they're doing that. But there's not enough people left. And I don't really understand how, when they are both newcomers, the town is going to be just as invested, if that makes sense. They were invested in this because Daisy grew up there. Daisy had relationships that blossomed and failed in this town. Her family had been there for generations and generations and generations and generations. When they're completely new, why would the town even care? So yeah, I'm probably still going to read it though. I just don't really see it. But anywho, 3 stars for the Daisy Chain Flower Shop. And that was it. That was it for this little reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your precious time with me. Now, tell me, have you read this book? Do you want to read this book? Do you like it when you read books that are just, like, the men are just normal? Once again, thank you guys so much for spending some of your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully, I will get to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.